Hello, Piwaki here, and today's video will be part one of a new Python project I'm doing called Modern Shopper. So we're going to try to use our skills of web scraping in order to try and make a kind of Modern Shopper app, sort of like Amazon. So a user will enter in the product that he or she wants to buy, and then it will list the most relevant and the top options in a table. I'm not sure exactly how to make that table just yet, but we will try and use Google to figure that out and make a nice looking modern shopper application. Thank you for tuning into part one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite thing about the video. All right, on to the video. Thank you. Hello, welcome back to a Piwaki YouTube channel video. And in today's video, we're going to start making a modern shopper application in Python using requests, beautiful soup, and also various GUI elements such as tkinter. So let's get started. So the first step that I have written down here is create the GUI fully, which includes a text box, a submit button, a background, and a text label for the user to be prompted to enter an item to shop for. So let's say, we're just gonna say import request as well. For later, get our import statements out of the way from the BS4 import soup, import enter as TK. And I believe that's kind of it. So then we'll go down here and we'll say, actually, we'll just do if name equals main. We're gonna run the main function, and then let's just define main and then print something. Def main print this. We're just gonna run this just to make sure it works. All right, cool, test. All right, fantastic. So now we're going to make the general window and set up the UI. So we're gonna say, wait, what is this? Oh, we're gonna say, okay, hold on. I honestly forget how to make the tkinter one. There we go. Seems like I've used this for, okay, import star from tkinter, import star as tk. We're gonna say, oh wait, you don't have to do that actually. So then we're just gonna choose say window equals tk. Window dot title equals modern shopper. Window dot configure. And then we need to set the size. So we're gonna say width. Let's just say 800 and length 800 for now, and then we'll say we'll do the same thing that this guy does. Background equals like gray, and then we'll say and we'll say something like this. But I do want to use object-oriented programming, so we're just gonna say pull out class shopper and window object window. We're gonna say def init, and I'm going to say this dot window, window, and I'm just going to self, say self dot window equals window. This is saying window is not defined. I don't think that matters. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say window equals shopper window. I'm going to say this self dot window. Alright, I'll say window equals TK. Actually, I think I'm doing this wrong. Let me do this. Let me look back at my other project. The Weather GUI project I've done before. Just see how I made that there. Window equals TK, object equals main application window. And okay, let's do the same thing. Let's say object equals shopper window. And then we will say, what is it? Window is not defined. How did I do that? Well, oh, okay. Don't put it up there. Like this, self dot window equals window. And then I could say object, and then here I'm going to say def setup. We're setting up the UI, and then I'm going to say object.setup, and then I think this is all fine. Actually, I'm gonna put this above like that, and then yeah, that makes sense. So def setup, setting up the GUI. So add a text box. Do that first. For user to input data. Just gonna, actually, do I need? I'm gonna need this, and then I believe that's it. So I'm just gonna need this import for inserting an image as a label. That's ekinter. Okay, I do need this. So I guess we'll copy that. Then we will paste it up here. UI. We're inserting an image. We're making requests to the Google search engine. We're going to use the Google search engine in order to find what the user wants to buy. Asking user what he wants to buy. And let's see, frame back. Create a label widget. Okay. Alright, so we do need this as a label. So it has to be inserted as a label. And then we're just going to say anchor center frame image. Okay. We don't need the image right now, at least, so let's just get the text box. I believe it was just text. Let me check my... I did this all in inits. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to say... We're going to say self dot text text. Does that make sense? I don't know. Can I just say something like that? That sounds kind of dumb, so I'm just gonna say none self dot welcome label was none, and then self oops self.submit equals none. And then we'll worry about the table later. So I'll say come back to put in the table. Google that. So it's basically what I want to do is I want to import the data. So let's say I say shop keyboard. Basically my idea for this, I didn't even go through my idea. Say I say, go to Google. Say I say shop keyboard. So basically what I want to see is I want to put this keyboard and then the following keyboards as a list kind of, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to say something like that. And then I want it to be in like a table. Yeah. Maybe for about 10 elements or so, maybe even 20. Or maybe I could specify how much the user wants by adding or asking them how much they want. In the table. And so we're going to say self.text equals text. What's wrong with this? Self is not defined. I'm a little confused by that. Wait. I didn't think that mattered. Let's just self.window. Should be fine. .can. Because I set it equal to none, seems kind of strange. So let's just see how I define a text box. So we say self.window and the width and the height. So let's say self.window, the width equals 20, height equals 1. And why does it say that self is not defined? I think I've done something wrong. Huh. Bit confused because it's from 12 years ago, so I need to say self here. That's okay. I'm a little dumb, but that's okay. There, we're just gonna create a text box, create the welcome label, self.welcome label equals label, and then I'm just gonna say what would you like to shop for? And I believe there are other parameters. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of parameters. A lot of arguments. Self dot. Okay, I'm actually gonna copy this and then bring it into here. So we have a font tuple. And I'm just going to say, okay, so it's gonna be Comic Sans is a font and then 12-point font. And then we're going to configure the font as a font tuple and the state is normal. State.normal allows for deletion. So once we hit the submit button, we want to clear that the text box. Okay, and then we're going to say, what did we say for label? Well, the font tuple is probably going to be the same thing. Like I'm just gonna say Arial for now, and I'll say 16-point font. Self.welcome label dot configure font tuple, font equals font tuple. There it is. And I believe that's it for that. It just says text. I'm just gonna leave it like that, but then I forgot to say self.window. So self.window, like that, and okay. Create the submit button. Self.submit equals button. Text equals submit. Command equals submit. This is going to be a call to a function. Say depth submit. Yeah, I don't know if that would make sense, but how do I define the button here? Command equals self dot. There we go. Self dot submit. There it is. And then quit button. Forgot about the quit button. Oh. Create the quit button. Self dot quit. Self dot quit. Button. Text equals quit. And the command self dot quit. And we'll just make a quick function for that. Def quit self. And exiting, and then exit one. Exit with exit code, or exiting with code. I'll just say 5, and then exit with exit code 5. Okay. So then create the quit button, submit button, welcome label, and we also want to create another label. Yeah, display info label. So it's just gonna be self.display label. I'm just gonna say this for now because this label will change. Display. Let's say window. Application. I don't need to really do that. I don't need to do this, but the self.display will actually change. So I'm just gonna initialize it to a label. I'm gonna configure this font though, so we're just gonna say like this. Then this, I'll just make it like 14 size font. And we'll do that. Okay, so now I want to say, let's get initialize UI. Initialize. Wait. Oops. There. And then I want to say object.initialized UI. And then I want to make another function. What? Your thing? Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah. And then gonna make another function that we're gonna call, what are we gonna call it? Placed UI. So create the insets and place the and then we want to place the objects of the GUI. So now I'm gonna Google. Frankly, I don't know how to do this. How to create Python insets using Enter. No, insets. I said thinking insert sets. It's saying it's wrong. You can enter how to add elements into a grid. Pack grid, tkinter grid. Let's take a look at that. Tkinter grid, maybe. What does that mean? The pad. Said. Okay. So we need to say we need to dot grid the objects, I believe. So we need to say the row is column outside viewport. Let's do a test. Let me just make sure that I get a tkinter application window. I do not. Seems to be the problem. Configure. Unknown option length. Doesn't know this. Strange. Got that from here. Oh, it's height. Wait, is it height? Or should I just do win.geometry probably? Height. It's definitely height, not length. Okay, let's see if we get that window now. Oh. What's the problem now? String has no attribute items. Thinking it's a dictionary. Let me just say text study. Something like this. Okay, good. We get a window. It's resizable. Fantastic. The title is not set correctly. Set to TK. Oh. I completely did that wrong. That's funny. Supposed to go like that, as we see here. Now, we have what we want, I believe. Modern shopper. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now I want to try and place these elements. So we're going to say using pad X and pad Y. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to use one of the labels. So I'm going to say self dot welcome label. I forgot to say self here. That would be nice. Self dot welcome label dot to place. Where am I at? Oh no, I'm here. Dot grid. Dot grid. Say x equals 0. Y equals 0. Add x equals 100. Add y equals 100. So this should be in the top left corner, but not, not directly nudged in there, if I'm mistaken. That did not work. I think I've done something wrong. How are elements added to my... Let's take a look here. Place. Instead of dot grid. Or what if I... No. Oh, I need to call main loop again, perhaps? That might be something. I don't know if that makes sense, but no, okay. Hmm. What if I say place instead? Maybe comment out this line and see if that does something. Hmm. Strange. How to insert. Just look at. I want to see. Hmm. Hold on. I don't think that helped. How to add elements to a interwin. Oh my, that's brutally okay. Even 4-star pages can't suppress the brightness. Button dot place. Strange. Let me try. Okay, I just want to make sure that I wasn't there. I'm gonna make the font color red. Say FG. E. Let's just say red. Change that later. Huh. Window. That's what we do. Then place. I believe this should have worked then. Welcome label. Label. Window text, and then what is red font? Maybe matters. No, but I configured that as Arial. So that should be. Think. That's pretty sure, at least. Perhaps I am wrong. Seems to be that I am wrong. Don't see anything. A bit straight. Text, okay. Big font equals, that's a font tuple. Create button. That pack, that's what I need to do. Oh, They're all just packed in. That's not what I want, though, necessarily. It's not really, yeah, it's not really what I want. Let's just see if it inserts. The wrong thing. I should probably get rid of this so I don't keep going back to it, honestly. So let's just say it's pack. Something like this. See what happens. Do I call this? I could call this function, right? Oh, Mamma mia. Okay. Place GUI. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. So now we can go back to that grid. Say x equals y equals 0. Add x. It's 100. Add y equals 100. Let's see if it's added now. Oh. X must be column. Oh. Okay, hold on. Row. Column. Let's say that. Alright, there we go. So there's 100 space like that and 100 like that, I believe. Yeah, that creates that perfect square. So this works fine. Don't need the main loop here. So let's say row 0, column 0. Okay. See what happens if I get rid of this? I think it'll just be like packed in, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's make the font color be white. And then gray background is fine, I believe. Make in the font tuple, let's actually put that font weight. Weight. Hold on, how to make a label bold. Wait. What I thought, what? No. Oh wait, maybe I just need to say bold. No, I don't think that made sense. Okay. That's not, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh. Say bold like that, so I just say. Font equals Arial 15 bold. Can I just say font equals font? Let's see if that. Yep, that does the job. So I don't need font tuple. I just need did I say self.welcome label again? Oops. They display here, but that doesn't matter, so we'll just say font equals Arial 14 extra bold. Hey, let's just say bold. Say bold for font equals font. And then to make sure I didn't break anything. Cool. Alright, so let's try and let's try to add the other elements. Ugh. Let's have a pad Y of 100 and a pad X of, oh, I want to say like 400. I don't know how this will work. Just want to see how it looks like. That looks fine, but then it doesn't move. I want it to stay centered even as the window shape changes, so how do I do that? A text, let's say empty enter. I get the general idea. Oh, okay. It's just that simple. We just say uh, justify. So text dot tag configure. What does tag name mean? Does that even matter? I don't know if it does. Say text dot tag configure. What is the tag name? I don't know. Let's say text dot configure. Say self dot welcome label dot configure. Oh wait, configure is already here. Let's just say instead of font tuple, let's say let's say justify center, and here we can say instead of this, just say what did I say actually? Comic Sans 12 font Comic Sans 12 font equals font. Then there's no need for state equals normal. Yeah, I can say that there too. That's cool. And then it means I can probably say justify center here. Yeah, it's strange. Guess you can just do everything like so. It's pretty cool actually. Okay. And then let's say okay, so we have this. How do I make it in the center? Oh, that's what I just did. So I need the pad Y to be 100, but then the pad X doesn't matter. Oh. I don't know if that makes sense even. Oh, okay. Fine. Okay, it doesn't seem to be. It seemed to be centered at the start, but not if I kept moving it. How to make an object a decanter label, we'll say. Change position and resizing. Resize, okay, there we go. Oh, no one answered it? Shoot. Oh, cool. Fix width. Measure method. I don't think this is what I want. Yeah, I don't know if I understand what I'm reading there. Um, here, let's use Arial. I don't know if the Comic Sans will mess with something in the future, so let's just stick with that. And then it seems weird to do it like that, though. I don't think this is what I would do. Automatically size label indicator. Is this the right one? Nice. Text increase has dragged the window. Text to increase. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that's what I even want. That text size like. Oh. Perhaps when the window moves, we could change it. Just call. Anytime the window moves, so we say place UI, and then anytime the window moves, we want to call that again. How to call a function when the window gets resized. I think I need to, yep. I am still watching, thank you very much. Resizing a window. With okay. I don't know what this sticky set north, south, east, west means, but okay, he found his own answer. um, root.bind. Okay, maybe this is what I need. Then it'll say reorganize buttons, and then all I need to say is root.bind. Is this what I need to say? Is this what you didn't have in the start? Yeah, I don't see that here. Root.bind. Okay, let's see if this works. If I say copy and then wait, window, or should I say object? No, I'll say window, and then object dot place UI, perhaps, or wait, should it not have parentheses? Reorganize buttons doesn't have parentheses, so I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna see what happens. Uh oh, Oh. Uh-oh, I'm just getting a bunch of errors. Place.gui takes one positional argument, but two are given. Where though? Uh-oh. But two are given. That's a bit strange. Does it happen like right away? Yeah. So that make any sense? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Actually, let me just see if it actually runs that function. Every time the window gets resized. No, it didn't seem to. Otherwise, it would be printing test like a billion times. So that's not what I need. I need to say something else. What are window bindings? Sure. Enter and leave. Double click. Okay. So it's the key. Then it's the key press. So I need this outside the function, perhaps? So instead I need to say, what if this is outside the function? Say, place UI. Hello. And then let's see if I say place UI. Oh, I want to see if it. Uh-oh. Takes 0 position arguments, but one. That must have been here. Oh, I need to say event. Yeah, coming. Let's see if this works. Hello. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it. This is how to place UI when resizing the window. Alright, continue later.